Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today is going to be something a little bit different. I am going to be trying an art project that I found on TikTok. It showed up on my For You page. I'm not proud as a millennial to say that I have TikTok, but I did think that this was a really cute and a really cool project, and I thought that it was easy and cost-effective enough to share with you guys. So I am going to be creating it with you, and if you find something similar that you'd like to do, I'd love to see what you guys come up with. For this project, all you're going to need is a canvas. It's important to get a stretched canvas, not one of the flat ones. You're going to need paint in whatever color you choose. I chose for this like soft millennial pink color. I think it's called Princess Pink from Apple Barrel. You're going to need some tape, which is kind of optional, but I wanted to use it just to make things a little bit easier. You're going to need one white and one thread that matches the color of your paint. A needle, of course, that you can put your thread into, paintbrush, and this is the fun part. This is a line art drawing that I got off of the internet. Of course, you should always pay for your art, just friendly reminder. And this is kind of what we're going to be recreating on here and sort of embroidering onto the canvas. And the last thing you'll need that I actually don't have right on me, here it is, thumbtack. This is the important part. So yeah, I'm just going to walk you through this. The first thing you're going to do is kind of create like a diagonal across your canvas. So I'm going to take this washi tape that I have so it'll be easy to remove, and I want to have a nice, really crisp line. So I am going to just kind of create my line wherever. And now I'm going to paint this upper part in this pink color. Alright, I ended up wrapping the edges, all done, and I am just going to peel off the tape. Not perfect as anticipated, but not bad either. So I am going to take it. Now what you're going to do is take the piece of art that you have printed, and you are going to tape it down. Again, I'm going to use my tape here just to make sure it doesn't move. So one at the bottom and one at the top should be good enough. I obviously want to use washi tape here so that I don't pull off my paint on the top. All right. Got that all done. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your thumbtack and you are going to go around the picture and poke holes all the way through your canvas. This is important because this is actually how we're going to be getting the thread in and out. Obviously it's not super easy to poke holes in with a needle, especially with that sharp back that it has there. So the whole goal of this is that you'll create like holes, thread holes, I suppose, into the canvas that are pre-made, and that way you can take the paper off and finish adding in the embroidery details without having to accidentally sew the image on as well. So I am going to go through and poke all of these holes. Alright, the washi tape was not great, but all my dots are in there, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Obviously I added the dots a little bit closer together around the curve so that I could keep that shape, and I'm also going to keep this image close by for reference just to make sure I know where all the dots connect to and don't mess it up at the last minute. Alright, so now that we have that done, we need to take to our threads. And what's going to make this so interesting looking is that everything that is done in the pink side is going to be done on white thread, and then everything on the white side is going to be done in the pink thread so that it looks like it is like a duo, not duochrome, like a dual shaded thing. So all you're going to want to do is, and I think I am going to do the, let's do the pink side first, actually, because I think there's more down there. And you're going to unravel a good chunk of thread, and you're going to put it through your needle as easy as you can. Alright, I have my needle strung. I don't usually tie any knots in the back because I think it'll make the holes a little bigger. And I have knot tied at the back so that everything will conclude itself very nicely. And I think I'm going to start at the ear because I think that'll give me the most to work with before I have to start moving over here. And you're going to do something called a back stitch. So I'm going to find my first hole. And obviously doing this on camera is a little odd, but it should be a little bit easier for you. Find your first hole and pull all the way through right until your dot or your knot hits the back, and you're going to go into the next one. Now this is actually called a running stitch, and it's not going to help if you do just come right back up toward in this third hole and keep going, because then you have something skipped there. So what you're going to do here is called a back stitch, and I actually have a whole video about very basic what's the word, like embroidery stitches that I can link for you up yonder in that little iCard. So to avoid having these empty spaces, you're going to do, it's called a back stitch, and you're going to go back through this hole, the second hole that you made, and you're going to continue going around like that through the rest of your design. And this is probably going to be the most time-consuming part, is making sure that everything gets in nice and easy. But just one more time, I'm going to check the back so that I can actually see the holes I'm going into. Go in through the fourth hole, pull all the way through, back through the third hole to create a complete line. And you're just going to go all the way around and finish. Well, it took me almost exactly 1 hour to do it all, but this is the finished product. Obviously, I could probably go over this with a little bit of white and clear it up a little bit, make it more put together, I guess, but I think overall it actually turned out pretty good, and I'm actually really excited to hang this up. This like line face art thing I think is like a really big trend right now. I've been seeing it pretty much everywhere, and I think they're really cool and really unique, and I think that this is just one of those pieces that you can customize the colors, you can, you know, make it as abstract or as put together as you want. You can pick something a little less complicated so it'll take a little less time. Like I said, it took me an hour to do this, but I really like it, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this if you haven't already seen this going around on TikTok. Yeah, definitely really cute and a really cool like gift idea, I think, too. So yeah, that is all I had for you today. I think this works. I definitely would recommend giving this a try, and if you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe. I do put out new videos every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I would love for you to be there for the next one. Thanks again for watching, and hopefully I will see you then. Bye!